Hey, Coach, can you hear me?
I can.
How did the COVID delay kind of affect you guys coming into this one?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know. It's hard to put into words how disruptive this season has been for everybody in the country. So much of being, I can only speak for college basketball, but I don't think it's different for any other, major sport, like whether it's pro baseball or women's college basketball or whatever. So much of it as a player and as a coach is routine and rhythm of a season. And there's things that you can count on that and it's just like you step up to the free throw line, you shoot a free throw with your routine for a reason, right? That gives you confidence in your shot. Well, it's the same thing as you prepare for a game and all of that. It's the routine and the rhythm of what you can count on. And this year has been one of those things where our routines, our normalcy, the things we can count on haven't been there. So you asked about last weekend. Well, I feel like that's just another, drop in the bucket of all the things that have been disruptive. And we're not unique. I mean, everybody's gone through it. And it's challenging. And when you've got young team and it's been, the biggest thing is it's hard to get momentum. Like we were playing pretty well, and then at shoot around before the Oregon game, we found out we weren't going to play. And, those are things that it's just, there's not a handbook as a coach as to how to deal with that. 10 a.m. before we're supposed to play Colorado at noon, we find out we can't play. Like you really, there's nothing you can do other than you're just kind of always on your toes that things are not predictable. So yeah, I just think it's really hard to describe how weird this year has been.
I was just wanted to ask you, you guys were right there with Washington State through stretches of this game. You got as close as 3 in the fourth quarter. To you, what ultimately decided this
one? We couldn't score. We got really, really good looks around the basket. And, you look at our stat. I'm just now looking at our stats. We just missed so many shots, and it was a extremely physical game. So maybe in other games we get to the free throw line a little bit more, but I thought our team did what we asked them to do. We were running the stuff that we wanted to run, getting paint touches. We wanted to try to get to the free throw line. We wanted to try to get into their depth. We wanted to score inside. And we were getting good shots. We just missed baskets. When your two post players go 2 for 14 and didn't take a shot outside 3 feet, that's hard. But it's not on them. I mean, it's not like everybody else shot well. So, looking at our lines, 1 for 6, 0 for 3, 4 for 11, 1 for 7, 1 for 4. I mean, 1 for 7, 1 for 6. That's not winning basketball right there. But having said that, we were still right there. We did. We cut it to 2 and had some, had a shot. But you got to make shots to win it.
Next question will come from Trevor Allen with KSL Sports.
Hey, Lynn, you might have already answered this, but I jumped on just a little bit late with some technical issues. But just given the year to where your players have had to fight through COVID, you obviously had, a couple of stoppages along the way, but for them to be able to still come out, compete, and on top of that, still do schoolwork and practice and all of that, just talk about how much fight they had to go through and maybe how proud of them you are.
Yeah, I appreciate that question. I think, for me, this year has been the most challenging. But I also have a family I get to go home to, and, it's a job, that kind of thing. So I have perspective on that. These guys are, 18 to 22 and in college, some of them for the first time. And what we asked them to do, we being college basketball, have no social life. You can't see your family. You can't go home for Christmas. You don't get to hang out with anybody other than your teammates. So, significant others didn't exist. The normalcy of what being 18 to 22 in terms of being social and figuring out, learning about other people, sitting in classes, being around diversity, learning about things. They didn't get any of that. And it's, to me, I don't know, and no one asked me, but I don't know if that's the best thing to do, make college kids not be normal. I don't know if that's good developmentally for them. You think about what college is supposed to be about. So it's what we asked them to do. And again, this is not me, this is college basketball and I'm a part of that, but is kind of nuts. And so to your point, Trevor, the fact that they, our team, I just told our team after, we have to get better, plain and simple. We got to get better. But we didn't have any drama. We didn't have kids that checked out. We didn't have, they showed up every day, and to their credit. And I think back when I was 18, I don't know if I had the maturity to do that. My college basketball coach would probably say I didn't. So I'm so proud of them in that. And again, this is kind of one of those quote unquote free years where it'll always be asterisked, just in my mind, even if it's not officially, it's just strange. Kids get the year back if they want it. So I'm very, very proud of our players for hanging in there. I'm not proud of what our record is, and we will get better. I just told them we will get better. And there's Utah women's basketball has a storied tradition and a great history, and we will get better.
And just to follow up on that, you touched on the record a little bit. I know as a coach, that is the one thing that obviously stands out, and knowing you obviously take that very, very seriously, but is there some positives that you are able to take away from this season?
Yeah, always. There's always a silver lining. And sometimes it's what they say, the darkest before the dawn. Like, I think we've got tremendous guard play, and they're young. And we've got some tremendous guards coming in, and we're just really, really young still. I feel like we say that every year, and or the last couple years. And everyone, we got people coming back, and so I just told the team, I love this team. I love this program. I don't love how we did this year in terms of outcome, but I do love them, and I believe in them, and I believe in myself and our staff, but there's no secret sauce. You work hard. You have to work hard, and that's what we've got to get back to.